Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's another special one for you guys today. Now, I made a video, I believe, 2 days ago in terms of QuantumScape. I let you guys know that QuantumScape was down big time at 47 at one point, $48 per share, all the way coming down from $132. So that was a huge loss by the company. We can see that they had a huge on a downtrend, and most of which a lot of sell-off, which happened. We can see. I told you guys from the beginning that I have been trading this stock. In my last video, I go over the basic that I have been trading this stock from in the low $20 per share. I exit out at 128, and then I was going back in at $48 per share in the last 2 days ago. Now, since that time, we can see that the stock have went on a little bit of a semi-run first day. I'll let you guys know my goal was to see that first $10 per share, which was at $58. It went up to as high as $59 per share before coming down a little bit. So I sold at $59 per share, and then I did came back in. Let's make this easier to see. So again, when I made that video, I let you guys know that the perfect time was to buy in when it was in the low 48s. The first run that it made up to that 59.85, I exit out just around 59.50, and then I got back in yesterday in the low $48 per share. Guys, I let you know that if you're trading this stock, make sure that you're using a stop loss if you're doing short term or day trading to prevent any quick reversal in the market. Now, I did made a few trades yesterday, but I was able to gather up more shares before selling this morning at 69.40. Now the stock did went up at 69.48, but I had a stop loss, market stop loss I was actually using for 5 cents. If it dipped 5 cents at that point, then it would just completely trigger. Now I did went back into the stock just around $64 per share. Now it's trading again, as you see right now, at 68.12, so just over $68 per share. Now, I do have a stop loss that's actually activated right now, that if it drops at 67.50, then it will sell my position. So basically what I'm doing is I'm buying on the I'm buying on the dip, and I'm selling on the rise and hope for it to drop so I can rebuy more shares. Guys, I am going long term with the stock, but in the meantime, what I'm doing, because I'm trading such a high volume of shares, I'm trying to get up as many profit on the way as I can, to make sure if I do get locked in and if there's a loss, that it doesn't impact me that much. So basically, I'm doing a little bit of day trading to generate more income, to buy more shares, and at the same time, is just as a precaution. That means when I have and in down days, if I didn't get to have a stop loss in place, if it's a market reopen or market close, if it missed at that point, then I have a little bit of cushion. That means if it if it starts to drop, then definitely it will I will trigger. Now you can see one of my subscriber up here. Okay, it's up 20% for the day. I'm going long term, but okay, perfect. So guys, I like to share as much as my investment as possible with you guys to make sure that it's good. Okay, we could see. Perfect. So you can see one of my subscribers, guys, that subscribed to me. He just sent a thank you that says, Karis, I'm up 70%, but keep until 60-ish. Puneet. Okay, Puneet. So that with Clean Spark with Puneet. I told Puneet that, you know what, I sold twice at $30 per share, and I have a stop loss to trigger. And I was hoping for the stock to drop at $25 to $26, which happened 2 days back. It was trading at $24.25. So Puneet just sending me a thank you, because we both got back in just around 25, and Clean Spark is trading today. I think right now at $34.99, and it just break $35. Now I did tell Puneet as well that I wanted to break 35, so that's a goal. Actually, 34.50, so that's a goal that came through again, guys. So let's get back to QuantumScape. I apologize, but my computer is actually bringing up the alerts when anyone comments on the videos, or if I have any subscribers that's reaching out to me, guys. So again, in terms of QuantumScape, as I said, I've been trading this stock for a total of a few weeks now. I think 3 weeks to be exact. I got in just around in the 20s. I think 28.50. I did a few trades up until 128. I exit out when it got to 132, and basically It was a perfect timing because I jumped on Airbnb. I made a few trades at that point, and then when this had this huge drop, I was able to get back in the 48.50. Now I did three trades so far. I sold yesterday at as I said, when it went up to 57, and I buy back in the 54.50, and then I sold again and I bought back in and this morning 61, and I did offload some shares, and the first time it goes to 67, and I got back in just in time at 63.60, and I got out at 69, and now I got back in and I have a stop loss set at 67.50, guys. So that's my plan, to generate as many income as I can with the stock. We can see right now it's still $8 up for the day. It's 14% up for the day. It was up a little bit more. I think yesterday was similar pattern, was up, I think, around 20%. But if we look back from where it's dropping from, it's a huge difference for anyone that was holding out for a long time. We can see that the stock went up to as high as 132 at one point, and we can see the huge tail off that's happening here. Now, the main reason why the stock dropped, to give you just a little backdrop, is that there was some communication came out by some communication came out that in terms of the SSD, the solid state battery, they were claiming that if you do aggressive driving, they don't think that the battery could actually hold up for long. And as well as some claim came out in terms of the S1 form, that they were doing some sell off by the company, but the CEO since came out and clarified that the sell off is due to some locked up what was in the IPO. So nothing changed on their end. They're still sticking to focus as business as usual, to keep improving, to make sure they could have these products came out. Guys, the main important thing as well to keep in mind with this company, as I mentioned before in my last video, there's a few name that I saw on the board that catch my eye, such as, okay, everyone knows Bill Gates is a billionaire, but what catches my eye is ex Tesla co-founder, right? Strobel, he's on board. Now we look at the Volkswagen, the battery head of battery on the division from Volkswagen, he's on board. And there's a few big names as well, with people with great expertise in different side. Solar City and the company that Tesla bought out, I think 4 or 5 years back. The exec, he's on board. So there's a few powerful names that's on board, and I think that this company have great potential to make a lot of money in the future. So I think for anyone that's thinking about QuantumScape, if you missed out, guys, on the $20 and the $30 mark, it's the past. No, if you missed out, you can't look back and say I should have. It's the same situation for guys that locked in at 100 and now they're waiting for it to come back up. So you have to really make a decision if you want to get in on the stock. I think personally, I am using my profit to stay long term, and that's the reason why I trade so aggressively in some stock, because stock with great growth like potential, or high growth stock that's trading aggressively, I tend to do a lot of day trading or a lot of swing trading to make up a lot of profit, and then use that profit to go in those company long term and take out the capital investment that you put in, the initial investment, take it out and use the profit to stay long term. No, that's the same similar plan I did and I'm doing it quantum scape. You can see it's slowly retracting, but still good for the day. But guys, if you're thinking to go in this stock, don't wait too long. Try to get it on a dip. I would feel more comfortable if you guys got in like yesterday in the 48 or 50s, or even in the lower like 62, I would say, because we see if we go back here, if we go back in the last 3 days when it was down, okay, 5 days, let's see here. 30 minutes. Okay, so we can see that big drop there, but if you did get in anywhere around here, you'd be a great inside here. If you get in around 50, or even if you got in just around 56, I would feel more comfortable letting you know that it's time to get in. But if you guys are going long term, keep in mind that production of the batteries will not start until 2025. So if you're going in this stock, keep in mind there is no revenue immediately to show that this company is making revenue. The revenue is at the back end, which is all the way in next 3 4 years. So that's something that you have to keep in mind, because that will tend to wear on some investors, and at that point they will start to back out of the stock. Guy, if you're watching this video, please do me a favor, If you like what you hear, as a sign of encouragement, please go and subscribe. I've helped a lot of people in the last 6 months. A lot of guys reach out to me. If I'm not too busy, I will definitely reach out back to them in the comments. I am kind of really tied up with my schedule. Again, I'll let you guys know I'm an investor in stocks, in short term and long term investments. I do some day trading just to generate some income and to buy back in stocks as well. But I do have properties that I buy and sell with my wife as well, and we do have like a few small businesses, not few, but three small businesses that we're running. So we're very, very busy in terms of our time. But when I do get a day or a few hours, I try to make a video just to share my insight with anyone that's trying to actually get in. So again, guys, if you're watching this video, I want to thank you for your patience. Stay safe out there. Keep in mind, guys, coronavirus is definitely still alive out there. A lot of people are getting hurt, dying. So my sympathy with all the families. If you guys are going out, please prepare to use caution, wash your hands, whatever, stay distance, like stay a safe distance from whoever you're speaking with. But more than often, guys, just be safe with yourself. There you have your family to think about. But in terms of money, guys, let's aim to make 1 million to 2 million or 3 million this year. My goal for 2021 is to make $2 to $3 million. My goal last year was to make 1 million to two. And we have to set these goals so when we're trading on the market, we understand why we're trading, how we want to trade because of the goal that we're trying to achieve. So if you're watching this video, guys, stay humble, share information. If you have someone that need help, guys, just lend a hand. And that's the reason why I start this channel is I used to help family and friends, but to repeat the information becomes harder. So I create the channel to bring the live audio there, whatever, show the companies that I'm invested in or the companies that I think is going to pop. And if they get on, they can do their own research and see how it goes from there. So until my next video, I want you guys to make sure trade with a stop loss if you're doing day trading. I start to mention this in my video because I tell a lot of my subscribers that having issues if they lost one day. That's it. Hey guys, trade with a stop loss. If I'm doing long-term investment for a stable company, I don't use stop loss for those company because those company is mostly like high dividend company. That's and it's giving me a monthly dividend, so I don't really care because those are more my safer plays. But if I'm trying to trade on high growth or high tradable stocks, I always trade with a stop loss to make sure I'm protecting my capital and protecting my profit. Guys, if you're using a margin account, please use a stop loss to prevent the headache because that could make a big difference in how if you have your portfolio, if you want to keep it or if you want to go bankrupt, which happened to some people. So it's a serious thing. Make sure that you're trading with a stop loss to prevent any kind of misunderstanding, any kind of misfortune, and to make sure that you stay alive in this market. Guys, until next time, stay safe, leave a like, leave a comment, share this video. Make sure that you guys subscribe. I want to see that subscribe and the subscription starts to grow for 2021. My goal as well is to try to build it to as high as 100,000. When I get to 100,000, I want to go 200, 300, and up to 1 million subscribers, guys. What's more important to me is not really the subscription, is to make sure that you guys are making money. So share the love. Peace out.